Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making a very easy decadent Durban style prawn curry. These prawns are simple to cook and they just take a few minutes, so it's really an easy meal, especially if you've got last minute guests. And I'm pairing this with long grain basmati rice. So let's start cooking. So first we're going to start with the marinating of the prawns. Here I have 450 grams of deveined, shelled and cleaned prawns. These are large prawns. And then a heap teaspoon of garlic. Then I've got S&P, we're going to be adding about a quarter teaspoon. Some jeera and coriander ground, turmeric and kashmiri chili powder. So, and I've got a lemon. We're just going to use juice of one lemon, and I've got this in a strainer so excess moisture will fall off. So first I'm going to be adding our garlic and just some salt and pepper, not too much. We're going in with about a quarter teaspoon. And I'm going with a half a teaspoon of coriander and jeera ground mix, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and then 1 teaspoon of kashmiri curry powder. So just gonna cut our lemon. Just a juice of 1 lemon, trying not to get the seeds in. Just going to give this a mix. So we just want the lemon flavor and not all that moisture from the lemon. I'm just giving this a mix, and it actually smells very nice. So this prawn curry is only for 2 people. So now I'm going to set this aside and get our tomato and onions and all the rest of the ingredients together. So first we're going to be frying our marinated prawns in butter. I've got a medium pan, flame on high, and I'm going to be adding a very big heaped teaspoon of butter. Just going to allow this to melt. Just going to wait for this to melt. So now I'm ready to add the prawns, and we're going to be cooking this 2 minutes aside. So we don't want this to overcook. Just going to sprinkle some parsley on this just to give it some color. But this is optional. I like adding a fresh color to everything. So we're not going to mix, we're just going to turn in 2 minutes, and 4 minutes this will be done. So our prawns is now cooked. We're just going to remove this from the heat. As you can see, it did shrink. These were large prawns. You could go for bigger prawns if you like. But this serving is only for 2 people. And prawns cook very quickly. So using the same pan, I'm going to be adding about a quarter cup of sunflower cooking oil and 2 cinnamon sticks, some mustard seeds and whole jeera. And we're just going to let this cook in the butter and the oil and all those juices from the prawns. So now we're ready to add the curry leaf. You could add green chili if you like, and you could add it at this point. So I'm just going to let this cook for 2 minutes. So now we're going to be adding our onions. I have 1 large onions that I've diced roughly. Just going to be adding a little bit of fine salt, just a little bit, just to season the onion. Just going to give this a mix. And we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes. Our onions is now cooked. I'm going to be adding 3 large tomatoes that I've roughly chopped and 1 canned tomato. Give this a mix. So I'm adding half a teaspoon of ground jeera and coriander powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 3 teaspoons of kashmiri masala mix. This is heaped teaspoons. And we'll add the salt a little later. I'm just going to give this a mix. So I'm just going to cover with the lid and let this cook for 5 to 10 minutes. So our prawn chutney is almost cooked. Just going to be adding a little bit of salt for taste. Adding some tamarind concentrate, just a little bit, not too much. Just going to give this a mix. So I'm going to let this cook for another 2 minutes, then we're ready to add our prawns. So our chutney is now cooked, we're ready to add our prawn meat. Give that a mix and some coriander. Just going to give this a mix. The prawn is cooked. I'm just going to let it cook for exactly 1 minute and then we're ready to serve. So our Durban style prawn curry is now cooked and ready to serve. As I said, I'm serving this with long grain basmati rice, but you could serve this with roti or naan, or even as a bunny chow. Guys, please remember to subscribe, share and hit the bell. Until our next video, take care, bye.